Well, hello and how are you? Hey friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what? Today is Tuesday, September the 1st. Happy September to ya. Today is also the 20. Happy September 1st, 2020 to ya. Got a happy birthday shout out going out to John Barnes. And let's see, without further ado, oh, here we go with a birthday song for you. Hey, John. Hey, yard, it's your birthday today. So, happy birthday, I must say. You're 1 more year older today, so happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey, John, wow, I heard it's your birthday today. Another lap around the sun you made today. So, hey, celebrate that birthday in your own special way. And happy birthday to you, I say. And many more. You cha 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 ha ha. All right, John, there you go. Happy first birthday to you. All right, Facebook poke shout outs are going out to Amanda Sue Little. That's right. She is my pokey pal. You have poked me, and I am poking you back now. All right, and then, Shin Show likes. These are folks that like the Shin Show. I know all of y'all like the Shin Show, or you wouldn't watch it daily, but these are the ones that throw the thumbs up or share the love. One of the two and or both, but either how and either way, we've got it for you today. Here are the friends that like me day after day. Leonie, Pereza, Fernandez, Martin Kelly, Phyllis Scott, Whitney Doe, Efya Twi- Tuwu Wilma, Tuwuaha. Yeah, there we go. Effa Tuwuya. And let's see, Steve Clary. Well, I guess he likes the other program more so than he does this one. I don't think I see Clary on here very often. So, anyhow, that be the end of that. Those are my friends and my friend likes and my hokey pokies. And, well, and of course, your birthday shout out there, John. So, hey. All right, let's see what we're going to do. It looks like Weather Watch. And today's local weather is going to be brought to you by, what did I do? Well, I closed the wrong one. There we go. A Wallace Resale. Yes, Wallace Resale. Find him on Facebook. Big grin face with the $ eyes. Either Rick or Dawn will service you via a Facebook Messenger. Go onto the site and click on the Shop Now button, and it will let you peruse the page. Wallace Resale sells retail uh, returns, overstock items, and items purchased from auctions. Either way, they will make you a great deal on prices. In some cases, delivery rates do apply. All right, that's Wallace Resale bringing us the St. Charles local weather. Okie dokie, here we go. Tonight's temperatures are going to be dropping down to way down to 69 degrees. Well, we've got scattered thunderstorms early, and then mainly cloudy skies after midnight. Lows, like I said, around 69 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chances of rain, 40%. Alrighty then. Wednesday, September the 2nd. Cloudy skies, a stray shower or a thunderstorm is possible. Highs near 85 degrees Fahrenheit and winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly cloudy skies with a stray shower or thunderstorm is quite possible overnight, with lows around 65 degrees Fahrenheit and winds light and variable south to southwest at 3 miles per hour. And then Monday, yes, mostly cloudy skies. Early will be coming, uh, partly cloudy later on in the day. Highs around 89 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be out of the west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. I'm going to reach over here and cut my little heater off. There we go. Got her down. Shut her down, folks. Alrighty. Was I on Wednesday or was I on? Must have been Wednesday. Let's do Thursday. Nope, it was Thursday because I did say September 3rd. All right, let's do Friday. Friday looking good. Sun and a few passing clouds. Highs around 80 degrees Fahrenheit with winds light and variable. And then Friday night, mostly clear skies with lows around 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be light and variable south at 3 miles per hour. And then Saturday, September the 5th, mainly sunny skies. Highs around 85 degrees Fahrenheit with winds of south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly clear skies overnight with lows around 62 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be light and variable south to southwest at 5 miles per hour. And then finally, for the fifth day of our 5 day forecast, will be Sunday, September the 6th. Mostly sunny skies, highs around 87 degrees Fahrenheit, winds south to southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Mainly clear skies with lows around 64 degrees Fahrenheit, with winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Hey, and there you have your 5 day weather forecast for the St. Charles viewing area, brought to us today by Wallace Resale. Wallace Resale is on Facebook. That's right. They are at the symbol of the big grin, the big yellow grin that is, with the thumbs up and the $ eyes. Rick or Dawn will take care of you via the um, messenger. All you got to do is go on the page and click the Shop Now link, and that will set you up with the perusing range. Ah, well, you know who I didn't mention today? Oh, there we go. That's good. We'll shut her down. The person I did not mention today is my dentist, who told me not to drink water or anything through a straw. But hey, in this case, my mouth is getting so dry. What was that? An attention grabber, God? Were you telling me take in, follow her directions and do not drink water from a straw? Well, if I don't drink, I choke. And if I choke, I can't sing and joke. And so, water from a straw it is. Okay, there we go. We're a bit better. Now, hey, folks, I have been drinking out of straws for 23 years now on a constant level. And so, therefore, I am not going to recommend that anybody that has had tooth extractions drink out of a straw. Definitely do not do it. You end up with a dry socket and you're not going to like it. Now, like I said, I've been drinking out of straws for 23 years and only straws. Very rarely have I had anything pour anything down my throat because of the simple fact they miss. But whatever the case may be, the fact that they miss and it goes all down my shirt is just a crying shame. So, uh, with that information in mind, I am well trained in drinking out of straws. Now, besides straw over here, can't use it. Uh, cannot get a straight on grip through the front lip. It's the only place I can drink out of right now because of the extractions and where they're located. I can only cover so much area with my uh, lips, gums, cheeks, whatever. My cheeks and or cheeks and tongue. There we go. Other than that, if I can't cover those areas where those uh, teeth sockets are at. I ain't drinking because I heed to her warning. I do not want dry sockets. Okay, there is your quote unquote disclaimer. Is that okay, Whitney? Can I go ahead and give that disclaimer? I'm sure, Phyllis, will you agree on this part? Whereas we can do that, and Doctor, I can't remember the doctor's name that was over there with us. But anyway, he's a real funny feller. I liked him. I thought he was a blast. Anyway, the people over at Still University are excellent dentists. They are students and they are there to learn and they'll practice on your mouth. But hey, just like a doctor, they have it once they get done with dental school, they set up a practice. And that's like a doctor gets done with medical school and they set up a practice. So, hey, what's the difference? They're practicing now. They're going to set up a practice and practice on you later. So, I tell you what, they're good and they're educated and they don't turn them loose in your mouth until they know what they're doing. And in my case, my dentist Whitney, she knows what she is doing. All right, anyway, that being said, I don't want to butter her up too much because next time I go in there, she will be so nervous because she knows that I talk about her online on the Shen Show. But that's okay. She she'll be so nervous she won't know what to do with her hands because one little slip, well, she ain't got to do any more extractions. They're all out now, folks. Look, no more teeth in there. So I guess she can't slip with a tool and gouge me or anything like that, seeing how they're all out. She done a great job. I've got pictures on my Facebook page. That'd be Shenandoah Briscoe on Facebook. All righty then. Anyway, for those of you that know me, know that I don't care. You can take a look at my pictures. They're sitting right over there. All right. That being said, let's sing a song. Let's sing a song. There are things that you're not supposed to be able to do once they pull a tooth out or two. Well, when you're toothless, they say you can't whistle, but I, my friends, can whistle either way. I can whistle like this, or I can whistle like this. So either way, whistling's fine. I can whistle yesterday and I can whistle today. And well, if I whistle just right, I can get my food brought to me to dine. All right, there you go. There's your rhythm, there's your rules, there's your rhythm and blues. I'm going to shoot another song to you, and I hope I just can't lose. I do it all day long. It drives my roommates and my caregivers, it drives everybody nuts. I write the songs that pop into my head. I write them from the time I get up from out of my bed. I write the songs, I write the songs. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. I guess you'd say, what can let me feel this way is my girl, my girl, my girl. Talking about my girl. Oh, I've got pork steaks a cooking right outdoors. Oh, when the sun's a shining, you can hear those flames roar. I guess you'd say. What can let me cook this way is my grill, my grill, my grill. Talking about my barbecue grill. Ooh, I got a wonderful taste. Oh, my neighbors envy me when they smell that aroma rolling down the street. I guess you'd say, what can let me cook this way is my grill, my grill, my grill. Talking about my barbecue grill. All right, it's one of my oldies. Got another one. My mama was just mentioning it in it today about, well, maybe yesterday, about my daughter and the way she prepares our Christmas dinners. Well, I don't know if I can find it in my archives of song lyrics. I'm gonna have to probably. I'm gonna have to go ahead and do it a different way. Da-dee-da-dum, ba, ba, ba-dum. Oh, there they are. Choom, choom, choom. I don't know if it's in there. I don't know. Whoa. I don't know if it's in there. I don't know. Oh, this stuff might be where I'm looking for, but I don't know if it's in there anymore. No, I don't think so. I've not seen it. There's some of my writings. Do 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 dum. Ba do do dum. Ba 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 da da da. I bet it's not there. I can't find it. I'm hoping it's a readable. Well, hey, there you go. Maybe I will tell this one. Today, we're not going to sing after I've sung all that singing. Here we go. This one's called Shenandoah's Adventures on Wheels. Now, generally speaking, I've got some wheelchair stories, but not this time. This time is a story about why this young man stopped wearing seat belts, and it was a day that turned my life around forever and evermore. And it saved my life, you know. Once I hit that there curve and slid into their lane and back out again, smashed my car on the grill of an electric company truck. Well, I found myself flinging out of that car. Had I not have flung out, I'd be dead today. Who you gonna sue? The states like Missouri that has a law that say I have to wear that seatbelt? Nope. You just have to live that way or pray. Anyway, here it goes. Well, it happened a long time ago. Back in the 80s, to be exact. Well, not exactly exact, but you know, it's a close time frame. 80s, like 84 or 83 or 84, somewhere in there. Back then, you know, you could buy a car for a couple of $100. Well, in my case, would buy myself cars for under $200 because, well, hey, I was a kind of a mechanic tinker guy. Well, and so I would buy a car that was in need of repair. Now, the car we were talking about right here in this particular event was a 1972 Ford Torino. I bought it for 125 bucks and I got it running uh, pretty good. And I was driving it every day back and forth to work. Except my transmission started slipping. and I wasn't real good with automatic transmission repair. So there was this guy who used to run an article in the St. Charles Journal and the Post Dispatch, but St. Charles Journal is where I picked his ad up out of, and he done uh, transmission uh, rebuilds, and he done it for about $20. So I took out my transmission and I told him uh, I took it to him. He just so happened to have that very same one ready, and so I already grabbed one from I grabbed it from him, and so I just traded him out and I put it in my car, and things were going along pretty good for a while. But I started to lose compression in my engine, which means, well, the engine just wasn't running quite right. So a friend of mine had a suggestion, and he said he would give me $75 if I could, if we could take that there car and tear it up. Well, let me clarify, tear it up for you. You see, there was a show on television back then called The Dukes of Hazzard, and they used to do stunts in their vehicle, the General Lee. Well, that's what we decided we were going to do, and so we went out to an old gravel road where there just so happened to be some dry creek beds. Well, we went down that old road, by the way, was called Callaway Fork Road. Anyway, we took the old car back up in there and in those dry creek beds, and we were smashing, we were playing around with the car, just trying to, power slide sideways, smashing the rear quarter panels into trees, and it was kind of fun and, well, cool. We were catching most of it on videotape. And well, I said to these guys, I said, well, videotape. Those days it was called video. Back in these days we call it Super 8. Uh, we decided that we were going to leave that section of the creek bed and that we were going to find a different place. Well, we decided we weren't going to play around on the road, but that was not the case. A friend of mine, well, we'll just call him Marty, was decided that there was this perfect tree on the side of the road. And yes, sirree, it was perfect. Had I been driving, I would have tried the same thing and done the same thing. Wow. Now there was 6 of us in the car, which meant one of us did not have a seatbelt. And guess who? It was. And seeing how I was the one leaning out the window and shooting videotape, uh, when it came to the time Marty says, "Hey, I'm going to try this tree," and I was like, "Whew!" When I slid back inside the window, I was the one left without a seatbelt. Anyway, you ever been in an emergency situation when everything seems to go in slow motion? Well, that's just what happened. Marty cut the wheel to the left so that we could power slide to the right, and well, instead of power sliding, it grabbed traction. And before it hit the tree, well, there just so happened to be a sloping bank on the left hand side, and we went up it. And this is where we went into slow motion. The car rolled over on its roof. And if you was watching a movie or on most television shows, if a car rolled over on its roof, well, back then, first thing that happened was it burst into flames, and then, well, it blew up. Now, my 5 friends were hanging upside down because they was wearing seat belts, and, well, I surely wasn't. So I was thinking, I better get out and see if this car is in flames. It wasn't. And so after letting them know, all I heard was thump, bump, clunk, ouch. And as they fell on their heads from letting their seat belts loose. Well, then I thought of those creek beds that we had just been playing in. And what if there had been some water in them creek beds? Well, their heads would have been underwater and they would be drowning. too scary for me. So I decided at that point in time to never put a seatbelt on again. And some people say that's good, and some people say that's bad, but I'm here today because of that decision. So I say that it's good. Anyway, hey, that was my story. That was back in the old 72 Ford Torino. Uh-huh. Boy, I tell you. It was a good time, and I remember it well because, well, me and my friends were there. That's the way it was back in that time a long time ago. Well, I was looking for my songs, but I'm not singing them. I mean, the song lyrics as I have are already songs that were sung by other folks, and not the one I was looking for. I can drink out of that straw after all. I could get the straw around far enough. Anyway, the song I was looking for doesn't seem to be here, which is bad news because I hope I haven't lost it somewhere. Because, well, there comes a time in every girl's life when the old family tradition of cooking the Christmas dinner is passed on to the next generation. And well, this year it just so happened to be my daughter Ashley's turn, and well, she kind of surprised us because, well, she had to travel a little ways down the road to bring us all her big fancy feasty load. Well, she put each dish in a crock pot, you see, and well, she brought 'em all down, and we set it up the table and plugged in the power strip and plugged in the crock pots all along the back wall. Well, it's a crock pot Christmas where the food's all delicious. It's a brand new tradition in our family. Yes, a crock pot Christmas where the food's all delicious. Come and join us for the festivities. Well, everybody was just a loving it up fine. You open that first one as you're going down the line. Well, there's your Christmas ham or your turkey, if you please, depending on the seasons and the tastes in your family. Yeah, well, you open it up and you scrape you some out and stick it on your plate and then go to the next one. The next one, it's got them mashed potatoes, and the next one's got your gravy. You can slide it on the taters and all over the turkey too. And then you move on to the next one, which is the egg noodles built by my grandma. And so they're going to taste just fine. And then there's another one right there next in line. It's going to have the green bean casserole, which is the old green beans, mushroom soup, and fried onions on the top. And then there's the next one that's got all your uh, other hot things right there in the pot. Well, it's a crock pot Christmas where the food's all delicious. It's a brand new tradition in our family. It's a crock pot Christmas where the food's all delicious. Come on over and join the festivities. Anyway, that's the way it was for my girl this year. She fixed up them foods, and well, I kind of thought it was kind of quite dear. And now, well, she's got the two kids of her own. She's gonna bring 'em along with the food in the crock pots again. Because, well, hey, yeah, it's a crock pot Christmas where the food's all delicious. It's a brand new tradition in our family. I said it's a crock pot Christmas where the food's all delicious. Come on over and join in the festivities. All right, there you go. That's Crockpot Christmas. Wrote that one on my own because, well, she threw us a curveball and it worked out great. So, y'all want to have a big old Christmas dinner and you want to put food on your plate? Well, there's nothing wrong with going through the Crockpot Christmas recipe. All right, then. Uh, that being said, looks like it's time for story time for the kids. And well, let's tell some. Okay. Story time for the kids is going to be sponsored to you day today by, let's see who should sponsor Story Time. Story Time should be sponsored by melatonin. Melatonin is the medication that'll give you the drip drops drowsiness. That's right, each pill of melatonin will slowly let you close your eyes. It's not too heavy, it's just kind of a lightweight uh, drowsiness, but that's what happens when you take your melatonin. You simply slide off to sleep. All right. Hey, I just, what can I say? I thought that was a nice little segue. Yeah, let's see. We done David and Goliath, and we done the creation story, the birth of Jesus, Easter story for the kids. I think, oh yes, he has risen. Adam and Eve's Bible story for kids. Well, let's try Adam and Eve. There's, several different things, and so I would imagine that Adam and Eve was. Thought I probably read it though, because it's right there along with creation. But you would have thought this would have been the next story right after creation. After God made the heavens and the earth, the sun and the moon, God made man, and he was very proud of his creation. The man he created he called Adam, and he gave Adam a soul and life so that he could take a good care of the earth. He gave Adam a beautiful garden in which to live and become his home. This garden was called Eden. Eden was a huge garden with falls, rivers in it, and with rivers with waterfalls in it. It was a beautiful planet, and beautiful plants and trees started to grow in the garden, like apples, oranges, strawberries, and grapes, and more, much, much more. Adam used to eat as whenever he was hungry, and he drank where water from the rivers whenever he was thirsty. God blessed Adam and asked him to take care of the garden and everything in it. Adam named all the beautiful birds and the animals, and also took good care of them. Adam spent all his days eating the fruits and playing with the birds and the animals in his garden. But he was alone and sometimes felt quite lonely. This made God really sad. He thought that he should probably create someone else, and who would be Adam's companion. So he created Eve. He put Adam into a deep sleep, and as Adam was sleeping, he removed one of Adam's ribs from his side, and therefore out of that rib he created a woman. And we would converse that word woman with wound of man. And so she is a part of man. Therefore, she is to be treated with respect. Anyway, he thought that he had, um, uh, and so, well, he created the woman and he called her Eve. Eve gave company to Adam and also helped him to take care of the animals, birds, and the garden. Eve was different from Adam, and so God called her a woman. Adam and Eve started to live in Eden. They played with the animals and birds. They together took care of the garden. But God told them not to eat fruit from the tree of knowledge, which was a special tree, and it was right in the middle of the garden. And well, when he said this was no joke. There lived a snake, and well, one day the snake told them If they were to eat the fruits from the tree of knowledge, they would become wise and intelligent like God. In excitement, they both ate the fruit from the tree of knowledge. Then God became very angry, and he punished them both by sending them into the earth. That's right. And then God ordered them to leave the garden and told them to work hard. For Adam, he decided that he would grow crops and create food warehouses, whereas for Eve, he decided that she would suffer pain of giving birth to her children. And so there you have it. That was the story of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. Okie dokie. Hey, let's see how much time we got here. It looks like we're into it for 33 minutes already, so therefore we're going to go ahead and move on into our portion of the program called Our Daily Bread. Our Daily Bread's portion of the program is going to be brought to you today by none other than the Bible with Briscoe. The Bible with Briscoe is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading is going to be Psalms 135 through 136 and 1 Corinthians 12. Uh, Pardon me, folks, that's the Bible with Briscoe 2020. Yes, the Bible with Briscoe 2020. So don't forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe 2020. All right, hey now, this here being uh the daily bread portion of the program, we're going to have a devotion, and the devotion is suffering together. And so, therefore, if we're suffering together, what other scripture shall we be reading except for 1 Corinthians 12, 14 through 26, which, if you tune into the Bible with Briscoe 2020, you will hear it again later. Anyway, 1 Corinthians 12, 14 through 16. Even so, the body is not made up of one part, but of many. Now, if the foot should say, because I am not a hand, I do not belong to the body, it would not be for that reason, it, it would not for that reason stop being part of the body. And if the ear should say, because I am not an eye, I do not belong to the body, it would not for that reason stop being part of the body. And if the whole body were an eye, where would what would the sense be of hearing be? And if the whole body were an ear, where would the sense of smell be? But in fact, God has placed the parts in the body, every one of them, just as He wanted them to be. And if they were all one part, where would the body be? As it is, there are many parts, but one body. The eye cannot say to the hand, I do not need you. And the hand cannot say to the feet, I don't need you. On the contrary, those parts of the body that seem to be weaker or are indispensable, and the parts that we think are less honored, we trust will with special honor. We treat with special honor. And the parts that are unpresentable are treated with special modesty, while our while our presentable parts need no special treatment, but God has put the body together, given a great honor to the parts that lack it, and so that there should be no division in the body, but that its parts should have equal concern for each other. If one part suffers, every part suffers with it. If one part is honored, every part rejoices with it. And there you have it. That was 1 Corinthians 12, 14 through 26. And that would be why we are suffering together. This portion of the program, the Daily Bread portion, was brought to us today by the Bible with Briscoe 2020. The Bible with Briscoe 2020 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. All right, there you have it, folks. That's the end of the Shen Show for today. Oh, you know what I should say? Yeah, that's it. I should say, oh, well, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. Oh, I said goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. This here's been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show. And as always, you know, God loves you and so do I. So be blessed. Come back and see me tomorrow because, well, hey, I'll be here and I hope that you are too.